I see that I feel responsible for the well-being and gladness of my parents. If Dad is fine, I feel fine. If Mum is fine, I feel fine. If they are not fine, I feel I have to fix it. How to release the unwanted pressure in myself and become free of this without wanting to change them, and just freely love them without any obligations, and just do fun things with them in the flow of life. Thank you for being and for your help with further insights and liberation. Hey Malfred. Yeah, I think everyone can relate to the parents issue. I think some of it must be biological, like the biological urge of the kids or somebody that you're related to or of parents to look after them and to look after their well-being. But then there's also the psychological energy that comes with that, where we take on the responsibility. I know that at times I do. My dad passed about 4 years ago now, and so it's just my mum left, and I don't live in the same country as her, and we don't have any family. Yeah, so I'm sure a lot of people can relate to these types of dynamics, and with all the COVID as well. And from my experience on the human level, it's feeling that, so feeling that pain when it comes up. Like sometimes I have to have a cry about it, and then at the same time, like really seeing that there is no mum, like really knowing. So there's this other level in me that really knows that my mum isn't somebody. There isn't really a parent there. There isn't somebody there. So yes, on the human level, you have this compassion towards them, and you have these upsets and this sadness of a pattern suffering, but who they truly are never suffered. They never suffered a day in their life. Like, what's actually perceiving Lisa is that boundlessness, is that consciousness. It's not actually that condition of suffering. It doesn't mean on the human level that you don't feel the pain of it, but it's also knowing deeply that they don't suffer, that there is nobody there to suffer. And so the empathy comes up, that you feel for them, but it doesn't latch onto something. So the empathy comes up, so it's not getting rid of all the empathy. So Roger used to say that empathy was illusion too, which it is, because everything is. But now the way I would say it is that the empathy doesn't latch on to anything. So it comes up, so there's bursts of it, there might be old seeking patterns of it, but there isn't actually somebody in that body. That which hears your voice, that which has fun with you, that which is experiences having fun with you, that which is watching. So basically that which is watching through them is totally free. They are in the Garden of Eden. They are in freedom, their true essence. It's just their character is bound. And that is very sad to watch. But the freedom comes with also recognizing that other element. They are free. On the human level, psychologically, you can tell your stories and tell yourself stories and investigate it. Like tell yourself, I'm not responsible. And investigate the chakras. It tends to be the solar plexus and the heart. I'm not responsible for their happiness. And you can go back into when you created that responsibility in you in childhood as well. But ultimately, there is nobody in them. Your dad doesn't really exist. Your mum doesn't really exist. They are figments of imagination appearing. Who they are is that pure looking which is always free. Yes. Nice. Have that shift something or not. Who would it shift something in? Hey Derek. Thanks Lisa. Whenever you speak or don't speak, I get resonance or don't get resonance, and I like not trying to understand it or blame it. There is lovely Tao saying, he who blames other has a long way to go. He who blames himself is halfway there. He who blames no one is already there. Woohoo! Yeah, perfect. Beautiful saying.